You may have been thinking lately, it might be time to sell my house, but how do you know for sure? Well, today we're going to take a look at the 6 signs you're ready to sell. And we're going to get started right now. Should you sell your house? If you've been thinking about this lately, let me give you some good news first. Yes, the greater Lakeland area is still in a seller's market, and the average list to contract time is less than 30 days. But the decision to sell isn't always about market conditions. You have to take a look at your personal circumstances to determine if the time is right for you. Here's 6 signs you're ready to sell. Number 1, you finally have equity. One of the financial signs that you're ready to sell is that you finally have equity in your home, meaning that you owe less on it than what it's worth. Unlike the economic meltdown of 2008 and 2009, where there were so many homeowners that were in a negative equity situation, meaning they owed much more on their mortgage than what their home was worth. But prices have risen quite a bit since then. In the greater Lakeland area, prices are starting to level out a bit, and it's more looking like a typical healthy real estate market. So if you've been in your home 5 to 10 years, chances are excellent that you finally have equity. Figuring out a rough estimate of how much equity that you may have is quite simple. It works like this. Get a copy of your latest mortgage statement and find your mortgage balance. Then you'll need to know what the current market value of your home is. And please don't use those public online sites like Zillow. They've never been in your house, they've never driven the streets of your neighborhood, and oftentimes those online figures are deceiving. Contact a local seasoned realtor who's familiar with your neighborhood and will prepare a report based on your personal home. This is a free service, and most realtors are happy to do it for you. Once you have these 2 numbers, just subtract your mortgage balance from your current market value. This is the amount of equity that you have in your home. And if that number is enough to net you 5% down payment for your next home, this is a good sign you're ready to sell. Sign number 2, you have debt pay down and you have a little money in the bank. If you bought your current home with very little money down or little or no money towards your closing costs, chances are you didn't have a really healthy savings account at the time. Maybe you were just starting out, had some credit card debt, or maybe some student loan debt. Now you're a few years older and wiser, and you've paid that debt off, or at least paid it down, and you're actually saving money. So if you've paid all your non-mortgage debt and have at least 3 to 6 months living expenses in the bank, this is another good sign and puts you in a great position. You're ready to sell. Number 3, let's talk about your lifestyle in the next house. Can you afford the next house? You may be needing more space now that your family has grown. Or maybe your kids have moved out and now you're right-sizing. Whether you're upsizing or downsizing, just make sure that your new mortgage payment fits your personal budget. A good, comfortable target for this would be for your new mortgage payment not to exceed 25% of your monthly income. Sign number 4. Do you have a little extra money set aside for the actual physical move? Unless you have a bunch of friends and family to help you move, and your current home is in pristine condition inside and out, you're going to have some moving expenses. You may have professional mover cost. For an average 3-bedroom house, just moving across town could cost around $500. And if your current home needs paint or repairs to get it ready for market, you may want to put aside several $100s just for the move itself. So if you're thinking, okay, I kind of expect that, that's really no big deal. This is a good sign you're ready to sell. Sign number 5, are you emotionally ready? Okay, you've done the math, the numbers work. But selling a home sometimes is more than a financial decision. Ask yourself a few questions. Are you ready to put forth the effort it takes to get your house ready to put on the market? Are you committed to keeping your house show ready all the time? Are you ready to hear why some buyers might find your home less than perfect? And are you ready to have an open, business-like mind when negotiating a potentially unfavorable offer? I'm not trying to scare you or talk you out of selling your home, but it's important to know that you are truly vested in the entire selling process, and you're looking forward to starting that new chapter in your life. Answering yes to these questions is another good sign you're ready to sell. And sign number 6, you kind of understand the real estate market. No one has a crystal ball to foresee the future. However, we have past data and trends to help us understand where the market may be heading. Right now, the greater Lakeland area is still in a seller's market. And prices are stabilizing, meaning prices aren't rising as rapidly as they've been in the past 12 months, but they're certainly a lot higher than they were 3 years ago. Below in the description, you'll find a link to my free seller's guide. In it, you'll find loads of information and answers to questions like, how can I sell and buy a home at the same time? After we get an offer, how much time do we have to move? What is being done to market my home? How much does it cost to sell a home? And here's one I get a lot. And what happens if my home sells quickly and my new house isn't ready yet? I'm Lisa Kelly, Lakeland Homes and Lifestyles with Premier Realty. And until then, I'll see you on the next one.